One of the questions that I get asked the most on my Instagram in the last 10 years that I've been in the sport is, which one is better, the split jerk or the squat jerk, right? And I will say that, most coaches of the older generation are always going to tell you, split jerk, split jerk, split jerk, like do not switch to the squat jerk. Like totally tell you, like the split jerk is way better than the squat jerk. And I will agree with that statement for 85% of weightlifters. And I'm going to explain to you guys why. As someone who squat jerks over 210 kilos squat jerk, and I've split jerked in the past back when I was way younger. I was 11, 12 years old. And the reason why I stopped doing split jerk is because, first of all, I was bombing out in every single competition. Second of all, I had a major back pain doing the split jerk. Like my back, I could barely even walk for like a month because every single time that I was doing the split jerk, my back was hurting a lot. So that's when I switched to the squat jerk, and for me it clicked right away. 2 weeks of training, 2 weeks of implementing the variations, the mobility and the warm-ups that I'm about to show you in this video, and I was a new weightlifter. I could clean jerk way more, and I was just smashing PRs, for 6 months, all of the time in the clean jerk. I took my clean jerk from 70 kilos to 100. And a huge part of it was because, I was in puberty. I just hit puberty, so that's why I went up so much. But it's also a huge part because of the squat jerk, because I could squat jerk whatever I wanted. And now I'm going to give you the advantages and disadvantages of each one so you can choose which option is better for you. So the reason why I say that 85% of weightlifters cannot truly, do the squat jerk instead of the split jerk is because of this. So here are the advantages and disadvantages of the squat jerk. Number one, the advantage. You have way more room to get under the bar. So in the split jerk, we see, 95% of the weightlifters, when it gets very heavy in the clean, they just, leave the bar in front in the split because they don't have any more energy. In the squat jerk, you don't truly have that problem because you have way more room to get under the bar as you're going in full squat. And one of the other advantages of the squat jerk is that you can take it in any position. You can do it in the squat, you can do it in half squat like me, or you can even take it power. Now, those are the two advantages of the squat jerk, okay? Now let's look at the disadvantages. Most coaches say that during the squat jerk you get way more tired, but I will tell you, if you learn to power jerk, you can power jerk from 0 to your 95%, and then if you truly master the squat jerk, then you can do the squat jerk later on and you're not going to get tired. Disadvantage number one, if you do a very heavy clean and you're not strong in the legs, you're not going to be able to finish the squat jerk, okay? But, for example, my coach in the past, she was not strong in the legs at all. And for her, it was way more difficult to stand up in the clean than to stand up in the jerk. Okay, she was doing squat jerk, and in the overhead position, she was way stronger than in the front rack position. So you need to see if you're strong in the legs or if you're not strong in the legs. If you're strong in the overhead position or if you're not strong in the front rack position. So here are the pre-requirements in order for you to truly make the choice for the squat jerk. So number one, strong legs. Number two, strong lower and upper back, okay? And number three is going to be mobility. You need to be very mobile in the back and in the shoulders. So this is why I tell you guys, 85% of weightlifters cannot do it because there's so much things that you need to be good at in order for you to be good in the squat jerk, and there's more disadvantages than advantages, right? So this is why I tell you guys, if you're strong and you're mobile and the split jerk is not truly working very well for you, go and try the squat jerk. For 1 or 2 weeks, you don't have nothing to lose. But I will tell you, if you're not strong or you're not mobile, do not even lose your time doing squat jerk. Use that time of you switching, and instead of doing that, work on your strength or work on your mobility, and then eventually, if you get very strong and you get very mobile, then try the squat jerk. Now, the disadvantages of the split jerk. So the disadvantages of the split jerk are, number one, you don't have that much room in order for you to put the lift overhead, okay? If you're not extremely strong and extremely mobile, you're not going to have that much room and you're not going to be able to make saves like this one right here, right? Another disadvantage that I could give you is that if you don't do it correctly, you're going to have a lot of back pain. If you're arcing the back way too much in the split jerk, you're going to have a lot of back pain. And I know multiple weightlifters who they've had several back injuries because of the split jerk. But again, if you do it correctly and you don't arc your back so much, there's not that much chances of you getting injured. Now, the advantages of the split jerk. You don't need really leg strength. You don't truly need a lot of back strength. And the only part that you truly need mobility is actually going to be the shoulders and the lats. Okay, so as you can see, there's more advantages than disadvantages. But what I will tell you guys is, number one, be open-minded. Okay, if you know you're strong and mobile, try it. If the split jerk is not going correctly. But if you know that you're nor strong nor mobile, then I will tell you, go for the split jerk. The split jerk is a little bit more tough to learn. That's one of the disadvantages of the split jerk. The squat jerk is a little bit more easy. Once you have the strength and mobility, it's way easier to learn. But the split jerk, requires a lot less of strength and mobility. So guys, my recommendation is get a coach who's open-minded about the different possibilities and truly cares enough about you to analyze all of these things. I know that most coaches are just going to tell you, hey, whatever, just do the split jerk or just do the squat jerk or whatever. I don't really, he doesn't truly care because he has just a bunch of athletes. But get a coach that actually cares about you and that's going to analyze all of those things for you. So are you strong enough? Are you mobile enough? Are you hitting the right positions? Is the split jerk going well? Let's try the squat jerk for one session. So that's the most important thing. Be open-minded. Have a coach that's open-minded and truly know your weaknesses and strengths. So now guys, for all of you who want to get better in the squat jerk, who want to improve your mobility, you simply want to learn how to squat jerk, I'm going to let you guys with 3 mobility exercises, 3 warm-up exercises, and 3 variations that truly made me go from being terrible in the split jerk to being one of the best in the world, if not the best in the world, in the squat jerk. Alright guys, so here's the first exercise that you can do to improve your mobility and to warm up correctly before doing the squat jerk. So first of all, you're going to take the bar and you're going to put it on the rack at the same height that you do the back squat, and you do the front squat and you do the squat jerk. So you're going to put your hands as close as possible. Emily's not very mobile, and you're going to advance your hip as much as possible. You're going to stay there for 30 seconds. You're going to see it's going to open a lot your shoulders. Now, second exercise, and this one is very good to open your chest and open your lats. And it's this one right here. You're going to take, your 2 hands, you're going to put it as close as possible. You're going to come here and you're going to stay in that position for 30 seconds. Those are the 2 stretchings that I do before every single squat jerk session where I have clean jerks or just jerks. Now we're going to go into the third mobility exercise. Alright guys, so third mobility exercise is going to be this one right here with a 5 kilo bar. You can even do it with a 15 kilo bar if you're very mobile. Emily, come here. You're going to take the bar like this and you're going to pass the head below. You're going to stay here for 30 seconds, okay? This is going to stretch a lot the lats, the triceps, and the back, okay? So you stay like this for 30 seconds, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take the bar like you were going to do a clean. So on the other side, you're going to take it like this. Emily's wrists are not very mobile, okay? As we know, Emily's mobility is not the best, so you're going to take like this. You're going to take the bar with your whole hand, and you go like so. Try to pass the head below the block, and you're going to stay there for 3 sets of 30 seconds. Okay, you do 3 sets of these and you're going to be extremely mobile in the overhead position. Alright guys, so that was the mobility part. If you want mobility exercises for the squat, you can go see them on my channel or in the description, it's just there. So now, let's go into the warm-ups. First of all, you're going to take the bar, 15 kilos if you're a woman, 20 kilos if you're a man, put it on the overhead position. Go ahead, Emily. And you're going to do 5 overhead squats with a 3-second pause at the bottom, okay? Go ahead. 1, 2, 3. Then you go up and you do 5 like these. 1, 2, 3. You do a good overhead squat for 5 reps for 2 sets. Now on the 5th overhead squat, you're going to stay at the bottom for more than 3 seconds and you're going to do 5 side press. Here is it, Emily. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. This is my favorite warm-up exercise for the squat jerk, okay? It's truly going to work a lot on your positioning and on the strength of your upper back. Now, if you're not able to do the side press in full squat, what you're going to do is you're going to do it on the half squat. You're going to stay here and you're going to do the side press. Okay, this burns a lot the legs. Now guys, the last exercise to warm up is going to do the squat jerk with the bar with a 3-second pause at the bottom. Let me give the example. 1, 2, 3, and you go up. And you do 5 reps like these, you do 2 sets, and you're going to be perfectly warmed up for your squat jerk session. Now let's go see the 3 best variations for the squat jerk. This variation, guys, is the reason why I haven't felt a jerk in a competition in the last 2.5 years. Perfect, guys. So that's how you do the jerk nuke. This is going to help you a lot with the positioning and with the jerk drive, okay? It is extremely important. Now let's go for the second exercise. This one is going to obligate you to actually work with your legs. It's called jerk no fit. Go ahead. So you do the squat jerk without moving your feet, and this is actually going to obligate you to actually work with the legs when you're about to push. Guys, this one is one of the most difficult exercises in weightlifting. Every single time I do this exercise, I have pain in my back, in my legs the day afterwards. It's not pain of injuries, but pain of soreness. So let's get it into here. So you put the bar, pretty much at your hips. You're going to go into the front rack position. Go ahead. Stay there, and then you go and you go up. And then you control the descent. So you're going to do like that with 70, 80, 90, 100 kilos. It depends on what level you're in, but you're going to do 4 sets of 5 reps. But Brian, how does this, truly improve my squat jerk? Very simple. In the squat jerk, as I said in the masterclass, your upper back and your legs need to be extremely strong and extremely mobile. And this exercise requires both. It requires strength and mobility. So guys, if you want to add over 25 kilos to your total, like I did with my guy Moy and with my guy Brandon, click the link down below, answer the 7 questions, and book a one-on-one qualification call with me. Guys, thank you so much for the support, and see you on my one-on-one coaching.